Okay, so some super fun shape puzzles to do here. And first of all, if you're watching this thinking, what the hell is Ardrew doing? Why is he doing weird shape puzzles? It's because this video is actually for one of my classes that I teach in real life, because I do have classes that I teach in real life. It's not just the people on the internet. So go figure. And if you're one of the kids in year 8 who has been directed to this video, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. Go figure. So okay, let's do one of these problems then. So I've set this as a bit of optional prep. Is to you need to complete the triangle here. You've given one side of it. You need to complete it so it has area 6, and you have to use this side. You have to also use the grid points with the vertices of the triangle. There are lots of these. If you are watching this at home, do have a go at these because they're super fun and also quite challenging, and I think it's just really enjoyable. So yeah, I'm just going to do the first few and give you some tips as to how you might want to think about it. If you don't want any tips, just don't do that. I've put the link to this. By the way, this is created by someone called Don Stewart, who's amazing. But I'll link all this in the description to help you get to it. But anyway, yeah, let's go through some of these. Do try them first. Triangle area 6. So the first thing you think is, okay, let's just make a horizontal base and a vertical height. Well, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across. Height 1, 6 times 1 times a half is 3. That definitely doesn't work. But you can't make a horizontal base any bigger. You can make it smaller, but that makes the whole thing smaller. You can't continue this line down because then it doesn't grid point. So let's make the horizontal base vertical instead. And let's do this. And then there, and that's base 2, height 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 2 times a half is 5, which is close to 6, but not quite. And if you go to the next one along, it's definitely not going to work. That's too big. And you could go down here, I guess, and there, and then the height is also going to be 5, base 1. That's still not going to work, so that's not good. So okay, we come to the conclusion that this isn't just a nice base times height triangle, or at least it doesn't seem to be. So how might we go about this? Well, why don't we think about it slightly differently? We've got a rectangle here, area 24, and I need the triangle to be area 6. So what I'm going to think is, let's just kind of shade out the area that I don't want, and then just leave a triangle of area 6 inside. Let me tell you what I mean. So, okay, rectangle is 24, triangle is 6. Let's say that means we need 16, so 18, 24 minus 6. We need 18 missing area around this shape. Now here, I'm going to say that this is not going to be part of the triangle. And here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1, 2.5 area in there. And that's probably not going to be part of the triangle. And neither is any of this, right? There's 6 area there, and that's probably not in the triangle either. I'm probably going to put the triangle up here somewhere. So that's 8.5 area so far missing. I'm aiming to miss 18, remember, because I'm trying to do area 6, so I'm going to have 18 area missing. I'm probably not going to use any of this, so that's kind of 3 that I'm not going to put. Let's just guess it goes this way, roughly. If it's wrong, it's fine. We can just draw it again later. But I'm going to miss this area of 3. This area here is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 times a half. That's 4.5. So that seems pretty good. And then, okay, just complete up. And this area is 2 times 2 times half, which is 2. And all the missing area is 9, 11, 15.5, I believe 18. So that's great. That means this triangle has area 6, which you actually could have got as well by noticing that this is a right angle in here. And so you can actually just do base, which is, well, this is a little bit complicated because this distance is not 1 anymore. This distance is 1, this distance is 1. If you know Pythagoras, this is going to be a bit longer. But it turns out this is a right angle, which could help you. Maybe it couldn't, who knows. But these distances are a bit off, so you can't really do base times height unless you know a bit of Pythagoras, which you could use as well. But it's interesting to know that's a right angle. Anyway, I've answered the question. This is definitely the answer. Let's do another one. So there's loads of these to do. They're really good fun. Here's another one. Area 8 this time. Again, a triangle. You can try just going horizontally and vertically, but it won't work very well at all. I'm going to guess, again, the 24 area, so I'm going to try to miss, what, 16 this time? Obviously, the triangle is going to be drawn here somewhere, so all of this will be missing. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 2 times a half, which is 6. So all of that's gone. I'm just going to be missing 10 more area in here. So again, kind of just guess that it goes down here and up there, and then work out how much extra area you're missing. 2 times 3 times a half is 3, and then 3 times 4 times a half is 6. That total missing area is 15. I was aiming to miss 16. So this must be area 9, not 8. So that doesn't quite work. So why don't we just pick up this point and move it slightly. It doesn't matter which way you go, it's just a guess. Let's go this way though. And we get 2 times 2 is 4, times a half is 2, and then 4 times 4 times a half is 8. 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 6 is 16, so this has area 8. Perfect, and we are done. And those are our 2 solutions there. For our first 2. And notice how they both have right angles in. Now that's probably not necessary. It's interesting that they both have right angles in them, but it's probably not necessary that they do. I mean, this one had a whole area solution and no right angle. So it was really just the luck that these ones had the right area. Although maybe the writer, Don Stewart, was aiming for you to find these right-angled triangles. Maybe that was the aim, and not to do my negative area thing. Maybe the aim is to find right angles that you can use to complete your triangle. Who knows? Anyway, let's go to a parallelogram. There's only one more triangle left on the worksheet, so if you want to use that right angle aim for idea, then go ahead. It might help on that one. Anyway, I'm just going to do a parallelogram really quickly before we leave here. And again, I'm going to consider negative area quite a lot. Parallelograms seem like they should be easier because we know we need a side of this length parallel to this somewhere. So let's just put it there and then complete the parallelogram. Now this has base, or you could call this 2, I guess, and height 1, 2, 3, 4. So that area is 8. So that doesn't work. So let's make it one further down. Now it's got 3 times 4 and that area is 12. So that also doesn't work. So we can't just put this side down anywhere here. But what we can do for our parallelogram, it has to be, like this length here, has to be the same length as this, and it also has to be the same, going in the same direction. But it can be shifted left a bit. So why don't we shift it across there somewhere and work out this? Well, okay, now we've got to, it's hard to work out this area directly, so we have to work out all the areas outside and work out what this one is from there. So again, this area is a half because it's 2 times 1 times a half. Again, we're aiming to miss 14 area if the whole thing is 24, as it always is. This is 2 there, 2 boxes. This is 1 times 4 times a half, which is 2. I've got 4 boxes along here, got 2 boxes here. Sorry, got 4 boxes here, of course. 1 times 2 times a half is 2, sorry, is 1, of course, and then 1 box there, and then we've got 4 times 1 times a half is 2. Add those all up, and we don't get quite the right number. 1, 3, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17. So this is far too small. So okay, how do we fix that? Well, let's pick up this length and move it down, and maybe even away even further, because we need quite a lot more area. So what about all the way down there? Complete that. And now, again, check out the missing areas. So we've got 3 times 2 times a half is 3. 1, 2 up there, and then 4 times 1 times a half is 2. 2 times 1 times a half is just makes this 1, and then these are 3 boxes. Oh, sorry, what's going on here? Oh, sorry, 2 times 3 times a half is this area is 3. Then you've got 2 boxes up there, then 1 times 4 times a half is 2. Add those all up, 5, 7, 10, 14. Perfect, so this area is 10. So that was the method that I was using. There might be better methods, but I think you can get the whole sheet done if you do that. These are super fun puzzles. I don't know whether I've put them here again. Yeah, I have. These are super fun. Click the link and do have a go at them. I had a really good time with these, and I think it is doable. So do, after half term, bring these to me, because I think you can get them done if you try hard enough and use some of that advice. I think it is definitely doable. But yeah, sure.